in this first game here on the loser side between Blah and Charles. Fox taking on Bowser. You know, not going to be any issues with Fox accumulating that damage for sure. The problem is Bowser can literally destroy you at like 50 or 60.
Yeah, this is going to be the match of long combos versus I hit you 2 times and I took the stock.
Perfectly said. That is, anytime you can kind of go against Bowser, that tends to be the case. So we'll see how well Charles is able to really just kind of play around what Bowser is going to indeed bring it to the table. Not doing a bad job at all already. Putting on a ton of percent, but just like that, 2 hits, and he's within 10.
Work smarter, not harder, right? Yeah. Charles, 20 seconds of straight comboing, not getting put in a bad spot at all. Blas says, I'm going to do the same damage by hitting you with 2 moves.
That's what it is. Bowser just that character for sure, but Charles doing a nice job playing around. I like what Charles is doing, actually. Really just no overcommitment, right? If there's space between him, he's just content to just run back, maybe fire some lasers off, approach safely with an aerial, trying to space it out well. Gets traded on that one, and now, oh, I thought he was going to wait for the air dodge, actually.
He might have actually been trying to get a turnaround and go for a quick aerial, but might have just gotten the missed input. But regardless, all that movement, Blah able to take that first stock with the up smash, covering a whole lot of options at the ledge there. Now Charles is going to have to try to find a way to take this stock. At these higher percents, that's what he's shooting for as a Fox, right? Where he can set up for something like Nair into up smash. A little bit late on the execution there, as it's exactly what he wanted. May even need to find a juggle, but you got to get away from the Bowser first.
Ooh, even if, yeah, I'm telling you, and even with finding that up smash, you see Bowser just so heavy, able to survive at these crazy percents. 157, and catches him with the back air. Nicely done. Not going to let him get back for free.
That's one of those moments where you see him, you know, he turns his back to you at the ledge and he stands there and you know that he's looking for that back air, but Fox is just so fast, sometimes it's hard to escape it regardless.
100%. All right, gets the big throw right there.
Nice, safe pressure there with the jabs on the shield. Very difficult to punish, and Charles knows that too. Like you said, good mind for the game. He's just trying to escape from this Bowser, get something started. These lower percents can be a real struggle for Bowser against a character like Fox. He's going back and forth with the Scorpion Sting.
That was really good. I mean, just able to get what was like 7 up tilts out of that. Great stuff. And now has assumed the lead in percentage, about 25%. Let's see if he can go to distance. The confidence to just go for that illusion, just so bold. Right into the face of Bowser.
Missed the second hit of that up air too, and I think he was specifically looking for the Bowser to drift to the right, just like that. He missed the combo the first time, got it the second time because he stuck to his guns.
Yes, 100%. All right, Charles able to make the comeback thus far. Let's see how far he can really just push it, though. That's going to be the question that needs to be answered. Great fair and block. Going to take a swing right there, but no, not able to connect. So Charles getting a free pass back to the stage. And this is what Fox can excel at right here. Opportunity to really get these these combos at these lower percents.
And you just saw he was not afforded the ability to. He started with that jab 1-2, but you can't use rapid jabs against Bowser. He has a mechanic called Tough Guy where he does not get knocked back by those. He can just blast right through that and hit you. And Charles realized that mid-combo and went, no, never mind.
Yeah, just kind of like, let me just retract my statement here. My attempt, I should say.
Said, never mind on that. He's going to stick with a lot of these grabs at earlier percents too, right? Where he's trying to set up to just build on damage. Then he can start running in with things like forward air, down air, neutral air. All of these things can set up for bigger combos later that Bowser's going to have a hard time escaping.
Yeah, it's looking pretty well right now. Charles has really maximized everything he's getting out of this stock. 143, that is a very bloody Fox, but continues to just apply the pressure on Bowser. Able to get another spin, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, he's in a really good position. Oh, actual big catch. I like that. Disengage momentarily. Come back in with a swing on the dash attack. Smart stuff from Charles. Going to lose the stock there because Bowser just got that behind those throws, but he is in a prime position to get this first game.
Well, that can be said for Charles. Doesn't quite, I don't think, have Bowser in the percents where he can get an easily available combo. That's the problem, and Block can really take advantage of that, right? Say, hey, I got tools to put on a lot of damage, and put the Fox off stage one time. He's got very reactable, easy to cover recoveries that Bowser can absolutely blow you up for.
Worst thing Charles can do right now is get a little too comfortable just swinging, right? You don't want to give up a lot of free hits, and he doesn't do that. Actually, off of the trump, gets right back on stage to find the up smash. Smart stuff. Well calculated and planned out too, as opposed to just swinging, just hoping it's going to connect. Smart stuff, as you would expect.
I think that was a perfect showcase of the kind of player and the kind of person that Charles is, right? As a commentator, as a coach, he comes in with a very particular game plan. He knows what his character's strengths are in that matchup and how he wants to apply them, and he did that down to a T.
It was beautifully done. Even with the getting caught off guard there on that first stock and finding himself in a little bit of a deficit. It's easy to get frustrated in that situation, but Charles able to maintain the focus, and now he's just one game away. Just going to take one more.
And I like this stage choice here by Blah as well, eliminating that top platform, not giving Charles as much maneuverability, and immediately leading off with that flame breath to the tune of 34%. Just one of the best ways to put on damage, and look at him continue to do so with the jabs as well. Charles off to a big disadvantage in the corner.
Yeah, I can definitely tell Blah fighting with a sense of urgency for sure. They did an excellent job right there in the earlier moments, but here comes Charles getting a chance to really showcase his offense as well. Plays a little bit too close to Bowser there, throwing out that up air, a little haphazardly. Got to be careful on that. Like the up tilt and the attempts right now, great fair.
I'm trying to go for that forward tilt. It can hit below the ledge before you can grab it if you time it right. It's exactly what Blah is looking for. But has had a lot of success catching Charles on the ground, and with that down air, catches him by mixing up the timing, taking the lead.
That was the key right there. You said it best, Kimona. The mix on there, completely surprising Charles, and really giving himself a huge lead right now. Momentum sometimes can be everything, and it looks like Blah has found a ton of it in this second game.
What really turned it up, yeah, I feel like it's just been a whole matter of simplifying the game plan by taking away that top platform, making the stage a little bit smaller, and saying, hey, you really have no choice but to fight me, and kind of forcing him to play a game that's not really that fun for Fox.
Okay, gets the turnaround up smash. Not going to be enough to KO, as we know. Bowser incredibly heavy, but even the heaviest must fall at some point. Goes back to back with the up smashes and able to come out with it. All things considered, 40%. Oof. Okay, well, I was going to say, not too bad, but then we're at 68, so that's fair too.
And now you can lose your stock immediately against the Bowser. It's crazy how quickly it turns around, but Charles just makes up all that damage in one go.
Yep, very, very quick. Swings in momentum you're going to find here between these two, just how both characters operate. Nice, okay, I like that. Yeah, able to penetrate the shield ever so slightly. Shields.
And it continues to climb, 125%. Charles trying to catch that landing, and he will off of the nair, setting him up on the ground, getting that up smash. He has been impeccable in the second stop.
100%. Charles definitely feeling it. Everything's starting to kind of come together a little bit. Interesting. Goes for the aggressive return with that fair, but Blah ready for it. Good catch. Misses the grab. So that's going to allow Charles to get out of disadvantage for free.
And pulled the trigger a little bit too early, and now got to find his way to just really get his feet on terra firma. This is his big opportunity, right? Toss the Fox off stage. He's in big danger. This is a fact of Smash, but does get the down tilt. Not enough to put the animal in the blast zone, so he's going to have to do it again. And Charles holding down on that recovery to singe the feet of Bowser.
Very, very good execution. Oh my goodness, but that time Blah was just like, I'm just going to swing out of the corner. And Charles runs into a fistful of that Koopa. And we're going to final stocks right now between these two. Charles looking to get the 2-0, but Blah with something to say on this counter pick. Would love to see a third game. That's harder way to get there.
He really just ran up and did that too, and he's been taking advantage of the fact that I feel like Charles has been using that shield pretty liberally, even against a character like Bowser, who can put a lot of pressure on that shield if you're not careful.
100%. Good catch again. Just so smart with the up Bs where he's placing them. Oh my goodness. That landing almost getting completely snuffed out. Blah, big retaliation right now is paying off.
Now he's got to find his way down. Charles getting a little bit more of a juggle game going again. Now to the 86 with the grabs, just trying to build on damage until he can set up for a KO, potentially even put the Bowser at the ledge. And yeah, he's so heavy.
Got him.
Not enough to do it with the up smash, but the up air to follow will do it. And Charles Thoren with a 2-1 victory to move on.
Love the fact that he was willing to commit and go up there to throw out that up air, because sometimes you can be a little hesitant too, just knowing Bowser can come down with the dare, and we've seen how just, that could just completely throw your game plan off. But Charles, willing to commit, pays off, especially off of all the pressure he was applying as well. Worst thing he could have done there, I feel like, was letting Blah get back to the stage and kind of reassert himself and get comfortable again.
Yeah, I think that was really the place where Blah was thriving, right? Put the Fox off stage, trying to juggle him, just get the one hit and put the fear of God into him, right? That's what King Koopa does.
That's what it is, man.
But if you're playing Fox, you got a bit of room to maneuver. So Charles playing that excellently. Going to be moving on to Sunday.
You're a space animal. It only makes sense that you operate best in the air, okay? You got to make those big time commitments for sure. So this was actually game number 1. You're seeing some highlights of right now, guys. It was a great battle between both. But you saw Charles was able to just trap him in that exchange right there in the closing moments. Takes a little bit of a sigh of relief. And then we go to game number 2. And that Nair up smash, tremendous. Gave himself a pretty good lead there, too.
Yeah, you see him, right, getting into it in that game, too, where things started to get a little bit hot, right? He's a stone cold, composed kind of player.